Online sports coverage of Lovett Athletics is brought to you by the Beery Cummings Group of Dorsey Austin Realtors, Fate Point Advisors, and by Montag Wealth Management.
Well, welcome back, Lovett Network and Lovett Lions football. This is week 6 as the Lions play host to the Paladins of Fellowship Christians. Lions coming off a week 5 win as they improve their record to an even 500, 2-2. Fellowship Christian 1-2, and they face off here tonight. 7:15 the local time. Kickoff at 7:30. It was Fellowship Christian who took a loss to St. Francis, 35-28. I'm up here in the booth once again with good friend, fellow senior Jalen Turner.
Hello, hello. Thank you for having me.
It's going to be another good week in the booth and another good week in the field. As once again, Lions playing host to Fellowship Christian Paladins as we start and lead to kickoff. Looking just games around the region. After all region matchups last week in week 5, only 2 teams in Region 5 4A in action tonight. That is, besides your Lions, is Mount Zion is at Upson Lee. Pace on a bye, McDonough on a bye, Stockbridge on a bye, Hampton on a bye. And with last week's win, the Lions improved to a 2-0 region record.
2-0 regions. You know, it's funny because we lost 2 non-region games and won straight back-to-back 2 region games. So I think it's really looking really good for us.
Yeah, I've been playing really good last 2 weeks. Win over Pace, and a win last week over McDonough, 13-3. The score versus McDonough, 30-20 against Pace on the road. And after back-to-back games on the road, it's back-to-back home games. Last week McDonough, this week obviously Fellowship Christian. I'll get this out of the way just for your viewers. Any rebroadcast, reproduction, or other use of the pictures and accounts of this game broadcast without the express written consent of the athletic director at the Lovett School is strictly prohibited. And I'll get you keys to the game now and then get it back around the first drive of the game. Number 1 for me, get after the quarterback. Committed to Houston, so, apparently he's pretty good. No sacks last game. I want to look at that, which brings me to my next one, protect Lusink. But overall, win the line game. I think the offensive line is going to be big. Give Lusink pressure. A lot of times when he's looking to pass in the shotgun, takes a snap and immediately boots it. So try to get him in the pocket with a good view of his receivers as long as possible. And the third one is run game flow. Khalil Towns has been pretty much as good as it gets the last 3 weeks. He's got about 380 rushing yards in his last 3 games, and those are all as a new starter. So Towns back in the starting lineup again. That's really national anthem on the field. And with that, just under 10 minutes to go until a Week 6 kickoff. Again, Fellowship Christian at Lovett, 1-2 versus 2-2. And I think it's a good time to start lineups, if you're good with that. We'll start with offense and offensive line.
Offensive lineup today is Noah Claxton, Will Abney, Devon Gupta, Hamilton Peavy, and Grant Ewing. I think that, for right now, that's really good. And our receivers today is Luke Wallace, Ridley Richard, Dylan Mayers.
I've got that latency bar going across.
We'll wait to get you the defense and secondary as we watch our Lions move out. Yeah, I noticed something with our uniforms. It's not typical we wear navy on navy. Navy bottoms, navy top, navy cap with white lettering, light blue outlines.
I think it's a good change for us right now.
Let's go to defense now for
the offensive backfield is Michael Dollar, Preston Lusink, and Khalil Towns. As our defensive line today, Sam Franco, Christian Bell, and Will Abney. And our linebackers today is Anderson Beaver, Hayden Bernard, Michael Dollar, Colin Carroll, and Christopher Fielden. Our defensive backs are Talon Frett, Luke Wallace, and Fielder Odegaard. Specialists, Connor Deviney, Quinn Carroll, Quinn Carroll, and Christopher Fielden.
So there you go. Starting lineups, Week 6, as the Lions getting ready to rip through an American flag-themed sheet. Lion Nation as the theme, as you can see with the student section, is American theme. American flags wrapped around backs down there in the student section. As we are just set, ready to go. No Life of Fellowship Christian to be seen yet, with just 7:10 left until kickoff. Usual captains getting set to go out to the 50-yard line for the coin toss for the Lions. Will Abney, Anderson Beaver, Christopher Fielden. Of course, all seniors.
Oh, and Thomas, I want to give a shout-out to Jake Bryant. Right now, he has already been through knee surgery, torn meniscus, and we will miss him. Everyone here will miss him on Lovett Field.
Absolutely. I apologize to Jake. I was going to mention him. I would say, if you haven't seen Jake Bryant, he unfortunately went through surgery from last week's injury. So best wishes to Jake, and we'll see how Lovett's defense looks in replacement. 6:25 up until kickoff.
Lovett Lions getting ready to tear through the Lion Nation. Our theme. Oh, my bad. The theme for today is USA. So as you can see through the crowd, blue, red, and white. And I think it's a really good fit on everyone right now. Everyone's looking real confident, looking real good. We're all enjoying it, and I think it's a fun theme. What do you think, Thomas?
Yeah, no, it's great. It's a good, strong theme. There go the captains, led by the head referee, as they walk to 50-yard line to meet. And there is First Life of Yellow Fellowship Christian, the Paladins. They're in their all-white gear as they get set to flip the coin. Last week it was the Lions who elected to kick off the football. They deferred the coin flip, won it and deferred, so they had second half receiving. So we'll see what happens this week at the 50-yard line, as we are ticking down to just 5 minutes left here. Again, Lions coming off a Week 5 win. Back-to-back wins for Lions as Fellowship Christian looking to bounce back after a loss against St. Francis.
Our number 4, Josh Milholland. Number 5, Kalik McNichol. Number 11, Kyle Epic. And number 18, Sam Albee.
Captains for Fellowship Christian.
Captains for your Love Alliance
Number
tonight,
4,
number 12,
Josh
Christopher
Milholland.
Steele. Number 35, Anderson Beaver.
Number 5, Caleb
Number 65,
McKickle,
Will Abney.
quarterback. And Kyle Elphick, tight end and linebacker. And number 18, Sam Albee, the tight end and DN. As we are just set for kickoff here. Lions ready to run through their Lion Nation side. They're getting fired up behind the banner. Fellowship Christian the same on their respected sideline as their cheerleaders getting ready to set up their navy blue sign. Coin flip underway. Lion captains again, Anderson Beaver, Christopher Field, and Will Abney. The usual 3. Fellowship Christian declines. The coin flip. Fellowship Christian will defend the north end zone, as Lovett will defend the south end zone.
Paladins have won the toss and have elected to defer. The Lions will receive the ball and defend.
So Lions will receive the ball to start the game as the Paladins deferred, won the coin toss and deferred, as now the captains run to the banner. Fellowship Christian walk out of just, like, I mean, I don't even know where, like the woods.
The woods. I like that right there. I like that.
As we're ready to get set. Week 6 action.
And the Lovitts roar through.
Here come the Lions. All Navy uniforms today. Coming off 2 big wins to get back to 500. And here we go.
Can you imagine how that feels coming through a banner? Like, just the excitement just coming off your body. The rest of you just ready for a game.
Thrilling.
I like
On
that.
your screen, Thomas Brown alongside with Jalen Turner. Bear Kaufman in the background. He's going to be flying the drone. He's working on some technical issues, as we are. Wide outline.
Show him the ring,
Yeah,
Bear.
no, Bear.
Show him the ring, Bear. Bear
We've
Kaufman,
got-
wrestling champions.
We've got a wrestling state champion up here in Aiden Bear Kaufman. Won't let us show the ring.
He's a little shy right now.
It's pretty cool. Bear in what looks like boxing American shorts on theme with the USA theme. Yeah, get a shot of
I like those shorts.
get a shot of Bear.
Those are cool.
Show the shorts. Show the shorts.
Show the shorts, Bear.
Cut. There's the ring. State champion in wrestling. Lovett's absolute finest. Aiden Bear Kaufman. We'll be honoring our state champions once again at halftime. Good job. That's solid. Yeah, so technical issues on our side. Apologies for the wide outline. You can see it. Still working on that. But here we go. Teed up at the 40-yard line. Sun setting over the view of the riverbank. Ready to kick off. Week 6 underway as a high towering kickoff will land into the arms of Anderson Beaver as he takes it to the near side with blockers. Gets it past the 30-35. Cuts it back upside the 40, and a flag comes in that lays on the 36-yard line, as does another on the 34. Anderson Beaver with a pretty good a turn.
Flag on the play.
Nathan Chapman with a tackle, and 2 flags sit as laundry. So you'll see what those calls are. But it looks like Lovett's offense may be moving backwards as they stand at the 15. So maybe against the Lions on the
Flag
kickoff.
is holding on the Lions.
And it is. Holding on the Lions will set them back
Play
10.
resumes. First down, Lovett.
And it'll be 1st and 10 Lions, as they will start from maybe the 33-yard line.
Overall, it has been a real slow start to the game.
Yep. All right, so official spot will be at the 25-yard line. Getting ready for Lions' first offensive possession. I wanted to mention you that Lovett's red zone conversion to a touchdown is a mere 20%. They've gotten the red zone 10 times. They've scored a touchdown a whopping twice. And so we're looking to, I think you got to get in the end zone 2 times with a Houston committed quarterback. Here's a run to the left side to start this game. And minimal game gain, if any, will set him right back to the line of scrimmage. Screen to Hamilton Stewart as he comes off. And it'll be Michael Dollar who comes in as a substitution. Lusick now hands it off to Towns. His first rush of the game as he tries to get to the line of scrimmage, but got pushed back doing so. And the Lions face an early 3rd down.
Not a great start to the Lions. We haven't really went anywhere with our runs nor passes, so. But it's still early start to the game. Still early start to the game.
Towns has been really good. As I said, 380 yards in his last 3 games, but pretty much all of those came from the first 2.
Remember, he's only a sophomore.
That's right.
It only goes up from here.
I'll get back to Towns and what he did last game as Lusink looks to pass. Quick screen, Dylan Mayers. He's got some blockers as he tries to get it to the 35 for a first down, but he's going to be about 2 yards shy. Last week, Khalil Towns, 22 rushes for 72 yards, just 3.1 yards per rush. It's usually been better than that. So we'll see what Towns does in his yards per rush this week. His first one went for about 0. As Lovett forced to punt. 3 and out for the Fellowship Christian Paladins defense. Deviney standing and will boot it from the 20-yard line. Pretty good punt. They got 2 return man, and he will fair catch at the 40-yard line. And that's where the Paladins will go, and we will take a look for the first time at their offense.
Punt fair caught by number 83, Clay Shepler.
Clay Shepler with a fair catch.
The linebackers welcome you to another exciting year of Lovett Athletics.
And here we go. We'll see what this defense can do. They've been pretty good. Held McDonough to 3 points. Paced at 20. And their 2 wins. Paced a pretty good offense.
Right now for Fellowship football, their top wide receiver is Josh Millihan with the average of 76 yards, total of 228 yards in span of 2 games.
That is pretty good as a first down handoff goes up the middle for a gain of 2. Fielden got in there and stopped the run. In motion, the tight end. They're going to sweep it to the near sideline as their back will cut it upfield and then go back to the far sideline. Handoff was to John Milholland. Josh Milholland, one of the captains.
Givers on the run, tackle by number 6, Michael Dollar.
Tackle made by Michael Dollar. They've got Josh Milholland listed as a wide receiver. That handoff went to number 3, C.J. Givens. Holland was in motion. As McKinkle will look to his two tight ends. He fakes to nobody in the backfield as he will go to his running back who went out as a receiver, and he will pick up the first down. C.J. Givers with the reception.
Pass is caught by number 3, C.J. Givers. Tackle on the play, number 35,
And Caleb McKinkle has his first completion of the game.
First down, Fellowship.
First and 10 from the 48. Here's a quick screen. That ball is caught. Milholland.
Almost went right through him, but our defense is better than that.
McMickle's pass is caught by number 4, Josh Milholland. Tackle on the play, number 5.
McKickle with back-to-back completions. That one with a good run after catch by Josh Milholland. He'll set up a 2nd and 2. Ball spot at the 48. I formation as they'll hand it off to his running back. And Michael Dollar got in there and stopped him in his tracks. Good defensive play by Dollar and the Lions.
Givers on the carry. Tackle by number 6, Michael Dollar.
But nevertheless, it'll move the chains for the Paladins. In between the hashes and right in the middle of the field. Moving the ball well. 7 minutes left in the first period. In motion goes Milholland. Here's an out route that's caught. Evan Haynes with the reception on a about 8-yard deep out route. And that'll bring up 2nd and short.
Caught by number 2, Evan Haynes. Tackle by number 5,
Fielder Odegaard came up with the tackle.
2nd down, Fellowship.
It's really good seeing Odie play because a lot of his injuries come from his ankles and knees. So it's really a blessing to play.
Here's a handoff to their running back as they go to the near sideline. It's a foot race with Talon Frett. He will dive for the pylon, and they're going to mark him out at the 2-yard line. Talon Frett tracked him down and dragged him out. But a very good run from C.J. Givers.
He split right through Lovett's defensive hole right there, straight down to just 2 yards from the touchdown.
Givers on the carry. Tackle by number 27, Frett.
They'll set up 1st and goal from the 2.
It's 1st down, so they really have 2 more tries to get a full touchdown, or they can kick it if Lovett's defense is strong enough.
In the I formation, in motion, his receiver. They give it off to Givers, an ankle tackle by Sam Franco. Excuse me, that was Colin Carroll who came in there and dove and tripped him up.
By number 47, Colin Carroll.
It's going to become 2nd down.
So I know you viewers at home can see the replays, but Jalen and I up in the booth cannot for the moment. So on a full replay, we can give you the full breakdown. As they set up 2nd and goal from the 3. Here's a toss. Givers will cut it back. He dives, and he is into the end zone. A first drive touchdown for Fellowship Christian. And the Paladins strike first. It's 6-0. In about a 4-minute drive, they go 60 yards for the score. And they are up early. A touchdown as they are moving quickly. Field goal unit already in. It'll be Nathan Chapman. Snap, high spot, and the kick is up and through. Not a huge leg on that kick from Chapman, but nevertheless, it is good.
Effective at most.
So Lions forfeit a touchdown as they trail 7-0 in the early stages of this game. About 7 minutes gone in the first period.
What do you feel about our defense right now, Thomas?
They got to figure something out.
Yeah, I see too many holes right now in our defensive lineup.
Yeah, C.J. Givers, their running back, Caleb McKickle, made that look pretty easy. They went 60 yards in about 4 minutes. That's the most success anyone's had on the Lions offense in 4 minutes.
Right now, C.J. Giver gets 21.3 yards per game.
He
He's already there.
basically doubled that on the first drive.
Yeah.
Boys and girls varsity cross country.
It is still the first quarter, so it's still looking early. Still have a good time to come back, but our defensive lineup
Boys
needs to be
side, 11th
fixed.
placed fifth overall out of 2018. On the girls' side, 11th place 11th out of 21 teams.
All right, so it's going to be Nathan Chapman who's going to kick it away for the Paladins.
At the Darlington.
5:43 left in the first. Lions down
Go Lions.
7-0. And ready kickoff, I said they had to get in the end zone twice. This would be a good drive to do so. All right, so the return will be taken from inside the 10, and he gets it to the 25. Beaver on the catch and return, and that's where the Lions will
Beaver
set
on the
up.
return. Tackle led by number 67, James Burrell. First down, Lovett.
All right, so we're going to have to reboot the system. Technical difficulties up in the press booth, so I apologize. We'll be back on air soon in about, I'm getting word, 2 minutes. So hang tight, and we will be back.
Losing hands off the Towns. Tackle on the play number 8, Jonathan Grandy. Second down, 11.
Or maybe just a couple of teams, because it said about 10 teams. Oh, 10 teams? Yeah.
Losing hands off the Towns. Tackle on the play number 11, Cal Epic. Fourth down, 11.
Who's the head coach of that?
Number 83, Blake Shepard. Return. Tackle by Hope Lions. Play resumes. First down, Paladins. Fans, if you want an update on everything Lovett Athletics, make sure to follow us on social media at Lovett Athletics on Instagram and Twitter to keep up with all your favorite Lions. McMickle hands off to number 24. Nick Trajano. Tackle led by number 8, Luke Wallace. Flag on the play. Flag is holding on the offense. Repeat first down. Those passes caught by number 2, Evan Haynes. Tackle on the play number 47, Colin Carroll. Second down, Fellowship. Go hands off to number 24, Nick Jano. Tackle on the play number 35, Anderson Beaver.
47, Colin Carroll. Third down, Fellowship.
Back live in the Lovett Network and on the Riverbank up in the booth. We got a 3rd and 1 as we go to the field. And a run up the middle by Givers. And a good play there made by Michael Dollar. And they stop him on a 3rd down rush. Another good tackle by Michael Dollar to blow up the run game.
On the carry.
And
Tackle
Fellowship
by 6,
will have
Michael
to
Dollar.
punt.
Number 2, Christian Bell.
All right, so a little
30,
recap on what you missed. Lions offense went out,
down,
and, well, I mean, they didn't do anything.
Not much.
First down and completion by Preston Lusink, 2 rushes for about half a yard, and then they punted. And Fellowship Christian on first down rush picked up like 30 yards. Holding brought him back and messed around, and here they are punting it away. And a high punt into the arms of Anderson Beaver as he goes to the near sideline and wrapped up by the hips about the 24-yard line. And that's where the Lions offense will come back out for a 3rd time.
Play resumes. First down, Lovett.
8 plays and 2 drives, 2 of them punts. There's 1:20 left in the first period. Lions looking to find something here on offense. Down 7-0. Fellowship Christian's defense hasn't let up anything. They're pretty quick.
They are. They're really quick, and they're also skillfully able to spot the little holes in our defense. What I say is really skillful. Not every athlete can spot little things like that.
Lusink on a rollout will find Ridley Richard for a big pickup. Dumps it off on kind of a deep, shallow out route. Ridley Richard. Good catch and run there. He had 2 receptions for 32 yards in last week's game.
You see Captain America down there, Thomas?
Nope.
Captain America, right in our crowd, cheerleaders.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder,
USA theme.
who do you think that is?
No idea.
Ann Thomas. That's Ann Thomas.
Second down, Lovett after a 5-yard pickup. As they are down at the 46. Looking to get into Fellowship's area for the first time all game. Towns out of the backfield. Now he motions in. And a wild snap leads Preston Lusink to fall on it.
With 8 seconds left in the first quarter, let's see if they can get a real quick down, or they're just going to let it go.
They're going to let that one go.
And there's the first quarter.
The horn sounds. 12 gone, 12 to play in this first half. Lions down by 7 as their offense hasn't really gotten anything to go.
It's just the small things, Thomas. Just small things. I don't think our defensive linemen had this many holes in last game. What do you think they need to do to be able to score or get past Fellowship?
To score, they need to have completions. They need to throw the ball. I mean, last week, 8 for 13, 93 yards. On the season, Preston Lusink, 32 for 68, for about, I don't know, 300 yards. Yeah, I got the season stats here. Yeah, 305 yards. Khalil Towns has rushed for 380 yards. Our running back has 80 more yards than our quarterback, and Preston Lusink has no passing touchdowns. So we need to start throwing the ball, because run game, while it's worked this season,
it's not working right now.
It hasn't worked so far today. And so on a third and 10, you're going to see the pass game get tested here. I mean, I couldn't think you run it on 3rd and 10 with your offense having to do anything, but it's early. As here's a throw with Lusink, rolling out to the right, and he dumps it off incomplete. Try to get it to Dylan Mayers. C.J. Givers got in there and swatted it away, and that will bring up another 4th down.
That is his 3rd time helping an incomplete pass. Right now he's looking like the star on defensive end for Fellowship.
So they had 2nd and 5 and a chance to get a 1st down, and then a bad snap had Preston Lusink just falling on the football, and it's 4th and 10. Good snap, good punt. This one taken at about the 27. Cuts it upfield, and he's got green grass, but a great tackle there will end the return. Colin Carroll got him by the ankles. All right, so 1st and 10 for Fellowship. Ball will be spotted in the Lions' territory, so good starting field position for the Paladins. Handoff to Givers.
Ooh.
Michael Dollar breaks the offensive line, and he comes in with another great tackle.
That was a nice tackle. Real strong, wasn't it?
Dollar's been everywhere all game. That was a great tackle.
That put them back a few yards.
After a loss of 1. They break the huddle. 10 seconds left on the play clock. McKickle gets it off with 1. Fakes it to Givers. Now throws a dart. That's complete. Got it to his wide receiver up past the 30, Josh Milholland.
Their top wide receiver right now, too.
Yeah, with the catch and run. Pickup of about 15 and a 1st down. First and 10 from the 28. Give off to C.J. Givers. Yeah, again, we still can't see the replay if it's shown. I know you can't see it at home. As TV's kind of spotted, kind of going in and out our way of replay. 2nd and 5. The 5-yard run. Back in the I form. They like that. Here's a sweep. Left side, C.J. Givers. And brought down in the backfield, Colin Carroll. He's had a great start to this game.
This is a great start to the 2nd quarter. Our defense is real aggressive. They're going for the ball. And they haven't really been able to go anywhere for Fellowship Christian.
3rd and 8. After a loss of 3, thanks to the tackle of Colin Carroll. Set up from the 26. Coach Greer wants to relay something to his defense. Here's a quick throw, pass caught on the sideline and out of bounds.
That could be
Another
incomplete.
conversion, that one to his running back C.J. Givers, as they pick up another first down.
See, you would think that would become an incomplete pass because our player was right beside him. But there it goes again with not aggressive defense. It goes in and out. Sometimes it's aggressive, sometimes it's not. It needs to be consistent. That's the only way we're going to win this game.
1st and 10 from the 16.
Runs it right through.
Here's Givers.
Givers passed by at least 2 defensive holes.
Givers on the carry as he picks up a couple. At least 2nd down for the Paladins. Third and 9. Loss of about 2 on that play. Here's a big 3rd down stop. Jalen, we're looking for an incompletion.
We're looking for it. I'm hopeful we get one.
And timeout.
By which coach, though?
Timeout called, I believe it was maybe on Lovett. No, it was on fellow Christian. We're going to shoot it to the sidelines for an interview.
Hi guys, we're at the riverbank today with, what's your name?
Shields. Hampton.
And what grade are you guys in?
2nd. 3rd.
What's your favorite thing to do at the football games?
I like to watch the game, and I think it's really fun here. Play tag.
Support our school's commitment.
Can we get a Go Lions?
Go Lions!
By placing trash and recyclable materials in the appropriate containers on your way out of the stadium this evening.
All right, going to interview down on the sideline. Come back. Here's an important 3rd down. 3rd and 9 at the 15 in a 7-0 ball game. But you don't want to go. You don't want to go down 14-0 in the early stages when your offense hasn't really done anything.
I'm thinking they're going to pass for this one. I think that's the best option they have right now.
I am too. 3rd and 9 from the 15. Here's a run.
And they run it.
They stopped him. That's a great play. Great play by the Lions defense. Bernard, Christian Bell, whole bunch of guys came up on that tackle, which will bring up a 4th down and supposedly a field goal attempt as their kicker does come on. Nathan Chapman knocked in an extra point. Now his leg will be tested. It's going to be a 30-yard field goal.
Let's see if they can get it.
Snap, spot, kick away, and it is good.
It is good.
Demonstrating a big leg for Nathan Chapman. And it is 10-0 as the Lions now trail by 2 possessions instead of 1. And about halfway through the 2nd quarter with 6:55 left in the half, Lions offense needing to get something going. Flag on the play. We'll see what the call is.
They could take the points, decline and take the points, or they could redo 4th down. That's what I thought.
believe it was a timeout called.
There's a flag on the play, and it roughing the kicker. Penalty declined, field goal good. Running into the kicker. So now the scoreboard changes to 0. 6:55 left in the second quarter. As there's a good drone view from Bear Kaufman.
The drone man himself.
See the river rising to the stadium with student section and the stands in the very back. There's a side angle going straight on to the south side. And our student section. It's American themed.
As you can see, Captain America with her shield.
As you got the two Lions mascots. Made an appearance for the first time this season last week.
You can't lie, Thomas. You have to believe it's really hot in that.
Yeah,
suit.
it's definitely hot in there. Kickoff for Nathan Chapman. Third time he does so, and a high end over end kick. Will be taken at the 15 as Beaver and Fielder crash into each other, and Anderson Beaver makes it past the 25, and that's where the Lions offense will start. They got 6 minutes, 48 seconds to do something. First and 10. Ball will be spotted at the 27-yard line. First and 10 from the 27. Lusink dumps it off to his tailback. And he will get a pretty good gain, maybe about 9 yards. He tried to get it, pretty close to a first down. We'll see if the chains start moving. And they do. First down pickup off a halfback screen for Khalil Towns. Good run there.
As I said yesterday, it really takes about 3 people in order to stop him. Right there, it took 2. But fellow Christian, they are a strong team and really coordinated. Right now, this isn't a team where we can just pass by. This is a really strategical team. They know their game. They know their players. And as you can see, that pass incomplete.
Pressure in the backfield for Preston Lusink right as he snapped it. And he just had to throw it away. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 10. What I've noticed, Jalen, this year, we don't necessarily have a deep ball. Everything's short. Screens, running back screens, passing, quick slants, quick out routes. We don't necessarily get it downfield.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
often.
From what I've seen, that is true. But I do love it. Really relies on our running backs to run like a Lil Towns or Talon, because once they get running and they get a good start, they just go wild. And that right there was flag on the play.
Yeah, there's a flag that sits at the 46-yard line. Again, pressure in the backfield for Preston Lusink. He was running for his life. And he found a receiver who couldn't make the play.
Roughing on the passer. Right now we're making progress, but not as much progress as last week.
The flag will help, as that will move the Lions up 10 yards. And we're just 3 yards away from getting into Fellowship's territory. Holding on the defense. That'll move us up 10.
Lovett has to make a really good play right now. They can't make the same play they've made 2 possessions in a row as we usually do.
Empty backfield. You'd assume Towns would go in motion. as here he comes, and they'll hand it off to Towns. And it's a Philly special-esque play as Dylan Mayers will run the end around. And he will get about 8 yards before he gets out of bounds.
As I said before, it takes a total of 3 people to get him down. Khalil Towns, sophomore, by the way, is one of the strongest football players on our team. I'm sorry, Dylan Mayers. Either way, still
But
strong.
yes, it takes a lot of guys to get Khalil Towns down.
It does.
To your point. 2nd and 3. This would be a good spot for that deep ball. Be easier to convert on 3rd and 3.
Let's see if they do
Lusink
it,
is
though.
going to go deep and wide open. Dylan Mayers caught at the 30, upfield past the 20 to the 15.
That was the pass we've been looking for all night, folks, right there. And it worked.
Deep corner. Boy, that was on cue.
You called it, Thomas.
A 1st and 10 for the Lions. Lusink had time in the pocket. Got it off just before the defender came, and then wide open was Dylan Mayers.
That is Dylan Mayers' second catch, I believe.
Yeah. Lusink will run it. QB keeper, and
Not much has been made right there. That was a quick tackle by the Fellowship Christian. Right now, it's about almost 5 minutes left in the second quarter. 5 minutes until halftime.
2nd and 10 after the QB kind of draw with Preston Lusink.
He's going to throw it.
Lusink looks to throw, and he just gets it off to Towns at the last minute. Towns got blockers, and he will fight his way up past the 5 to about the 3-yard line. Good running, good hard running from Khalil Towns. He picks up a first, and it will be 1st and goal.
We're almost down to our first touchdown.
I said this would be a good spot to put 6 on the board. Got a chance to do it here. 1st and goal from the 3. Lions have a 20% red zone conversion to touchdowns. They're 2 for 10. And here's a handoff. Towns not in yet.
No, fellow Christian real strong with their defensive lineman. Was able to hold him back.
Second and goal from the 4. 2 receivers to either side of Lusink. Takes a snap, quick screen. Towns dropped it.
Is that a flag on the play? Or
Yeah,
is that incomplete?
It's just incomplete. No flag. Might have been a good thing Towns dropped that because he would have been crushed if he got it. And that will lead the Lions to a 3rd down. This is a big opportunity for the Lions.
They have to get this touchdown.
3rd and goal. Lusink will keep it.
And
not much to speak of.
Not much, about none at all.
That will bring up the field goal unit, so they'll get 3 points back. And you can make that 2 for 11 on the year for times in the red zone and touchdowns. Golden opportunity there, 1st and goal from the 3. And now they have 4th and goal from the 6. Lusink to kick it. Snap, spot, kick away. And that one is good.
Love his score. Love his scores 3. Fellow Christian is 10 with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second quarter. Right now, folks, it's not looking too good. We're not making great decisions on the field. It's looking a little rough.
Connor DeVinny puts that one through. Gets the Lions on the board. 10-3.
Time to hit the links again. This year's Linebackers Golf Tournament is looking for sponsors. Scan the QR code on your screen to contribute to the visit loveit.org/golf. The tournament kicks off as a modified scramble on Monday, October 17th at Peachtree Golf Club. That is our sponsor for the Linebackers Golf Tournament. Hope y'all are interested.
How's your golf game, Jalen?
Golf game. Let me tell you something about that golf game. I am trying to be good. I'm trying to be like you, Thomas.
Yeah. DeVinny, kick it away. That one taking it to 2. Tackle by Fielden as he gets to the 20-yard line.
That's a great tackle position by Lovett. We want them to start as far away as possible from our touchdown.
3 minutes, 20 seconds for the Paladins. Fellowship Christian to work on offense.
You know, Thomas, speaking of golf, how long have you been golfing?
I've been golfing for a while, but I've really been golfing for about 2.5 years. So that's a good amount.
It's a good amount. So you started when you were in 10th grade?
Yeah, I guess so. That pass goes incomplete. Looking for Josh McHillen. Leading receiver. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10.
And the quarterback runs it, slides.
Here's a keeper. Caleb McKickle will keep it, and he'll pick up a couple. And so the Lions looking to stop them here on a 3rd down, get their offense to go 3 and out. Third and 7, pick up a 3. They kind of like to do this, just kind of sit in a huddle. They might take a timeout.
They might, but honestly,
and they will. Timeout taken by the Paladins. Fellowship Christian with 1 timeout remaining. They've got 2:30 left on the clock to work with. And they are facing a 3rd and 7.
You know, from what I've seen so far, after every huddle or timeout, they've managed to make a good play right afterwards. I'm kind of scared about that.
Braves playing in Philadelphia in a 4-game battle. They lost game 1 and game 2. They're down 4-0 as the top of the 3rd just passed. Phillies back up to bat in a 4-run lead. So the Braves behind on the count in game 2.
You know, I've only went to 1 Braves game in my entire life.
They're fun.
Are they?
They are fun. McKickle, play action. Going deep down the field and overthrows his target.
If just a little faster, he would have caught that.
Good coverage from the Lions' corner. Bootleg from McKickle. And out of the range of his receiver, Christopher Fielden on the coverage. And that will bring up a 4th down punt.
That's great defense by Lovett. We needed that one for sure.
Anderson Beaver lingers around the 45 and a high snap and a high kick. Beaver fair catch is made right around the 48-yard line. 2:17 for the Lions to get back on the scoreboard. Maybe tie this thing up. They've got all the time in the world with 2:17 and 3 timeouts. Good drive last time out for the Lions offense. We'll have it 1st and 10 from the 48. First and 10 pass. Lucent goes over the middle of the field and can't find his receiver, Dylan Mayers.
That was an overthrow.
High and behind him. As that will bring up a 2nd and 10.
It was a good look. It was just overthrown.
It'll be 2nd and 10 from the same spot. 2:12 left in the half. Lions down by a touchdown.
Timeout by Lovett.
And a timeout. Lovett calls their first of 3.
What do you think coach's play is going to be made right here? Oh.
I think it's going to be some kind of run. Muschamp talking to his offense to try to work out a 2nd and 10 play and then some with 2:12 left in the half. Offense set to go. Interesting formation here. Towns in the backfield. Mayers goes in motion. Lusink looks to throw. He'll step up and he'll tuck it and run. Extends the ball as he leaps over the Lions bench out at about the 45-yard line, which would bring up a 3rd down. Lusink surveyed all of his options and then kept it and ran with it.
That was the best option he had for right there. Everyone else was defended.
Yeah, nothing really open. After he gets out of bounds, there's 2:04 left on the stopped clock. 3rd and 5 from the 46. Handoff to Towns. He tries to cut it upfield. He's close to the 1st down. I think he got it. Another good hard run from Khalil Towns. That'll bring up a 1st down. Here's your replay. Khalil Towns goes end over end as he finishes that play, picks up a 1st down.
Was that a tackle by Kyle Elphick?
First and 10. Jet sweep end around for Dylan Mayers. Flag comes in. He'll pick up the 1st. We'll see what the call is. Made in the Lions' backfield. Kind of a shovel pass from Dylan Mayers. Lions offense moving backwards. So this will most likely go against Lovett. Holding on the Lions will bring up a 1st and long as they bring it all the way back to the 47.
That went against everything we gained.
Yeah. At halftime, we've got kind of an honorary ceremony for the state champions of last year for the Lions. as Lusink faked it to Dylan Mayers, kept it, and did not get much, if anything. I know La Crosse got their state championship rings today. If you were tuned in before the game, you saw what a wrestling state ring looks like. So those champions will be honored at halftime. So stay tuned for that, as we're just 45 seconds away from then. 2nd and 23, empty backfield as Lusink will throw it incomplete to Luke Wallace.
Right now, folks, not looking good. We're letting go of our aggression on offense. Everything we gained 2 minutes ago, it's not looking good right now.
Yeah, that holding kind of killed this drive unless something big can happen on a 3rd and 23. Especially on the play that the holding was called on, Mayers picked up a first down. He got to about the 26-yard line. Need to get to a 30 for a first down, and the timeout brought him back 10 yards. And then Lusink lost 5. And so now they have a mere 3rd and 25 to work with.
You know, from what I've seen so far, our quarterback, Lusink, if I'm saying his name right, he's a good player, but a lot of his plays he's made so far in this game haven't been too bright.
Well, he's had a couple good passes. That one deep corner to Dylan Mayers that led up to a field goal was good, but I don't know if it's his reads. I mean, obviously, I'm not giving our starting quarterback any shade.
No.
But honestly, I think he's been just good enough. I mean, he only has 1 interception on the year. He's been just fine. But, I mean, these are the plays that are tough. 3rd and 25 and more.
And they're just going to get tougher as the games go on.
Lusink pressure on his back, and he will be taken down.
And that was
another loss. Brought back to the 40-yard line, and with 23 seconds left, timeout will be called on the Paladins of Fellowship Christian, as they will get a kick return and maybe one play before this first half expires. 22 seconds left, 30 seconds left on the clock. Ball sits at the 39-yard line. So as both teams break from their respected sidelines, Fellowship Christian will have 2 plays to look at some kind of miracle score.
I believe we can do it. If they had a talk from coach, then he must have made a really special play just for them to get out of this slump they've been in for.
Fellowship Christian has an interesting return man look. They've got 2 guys. You don't see that often.
No, you don't.
They both stand at the 35-yard line.
They're really trying to run this ball, aren't they?
4th and 25. Devaney will get off a punt right to his return man, who brings him back to about the 32-yard line, 33-yard line.
23 seconds left. Our defensive linemen come in the game.
Yeah, and Fellowship Christian will have just over 20 seconds left to do something.
As they go into a little huddle and talk it through.
Lions safety's playing deep.
Let's see what their plan is.
Kneel it. No risky business on the Paladin side. They take a kneel and we go to halftime. 15 seconds officially until the first half breaks. And Fellowship Christian will go into and out of the half up a touchdown. Fellowship Christian will start with the ball at halftime as Fellowship Christian deferred. And Fellowship Christian will start the half with ball. They're up a touchdown. So Lions looking to make a comeback as state champions walk on the field. We'll send it down to the sideline for a halftime interview.
Hi guys, we're with Danica today at the Riverbank. Can you tell us a little about what you do at football games?
I take the photos for the team and then I send them out after I finish with them.
About how many photos do you shoot per game?
On average, we take around like 1,000 photos.
And can you tell me about what you do? I mean, what pushed you to join Love It Network?
Well, it's just because of my dad, and we just started doing it to hang out on Friday nights. Something we do together to bond.
Well, thank you so much, Danica. Can we have a Go Lions?
Go Lions!
Important person on the camera front getting all the players' pictures. Halftime just starting. State championship winners getting their ceremony as we will take a break. Hang on here, don't go anywhere. We're going to send it to Mr. Brown to take it off for halftime.
They capped off an unbeaten 22-0 season by defeating Westminster in the 2022 A5A State Championship 14-7, bringing home their 7th state championship and first since 2009.
Members of the team consist of John Morey, Hudson Berry,
Topper Ferreira, Brooks Badbury, Zach Hovis, William Overly, John Gately, Filder Odegaard, Hamilton Stewart, Owen Armentrout, Charlie Olivier, Davis Dixon, Russell Overly, Russell Connolly,
Connor Connolly, Hill Jones, Hill Kelso, Mac Levine, Mason Ball, Brooks Hooper, Ridley Reichert, Henry Jones, Charlie Harlan, Sellers Holder, Will Hansen, Henry Stimmel, Sam Allgood, Ben Bresnahan, Julian Casanelli, Garrett Kelly, Luke Graham, Andrew Mefford, Porter Andros, Sam Boudreau, and Crawford Pope. Coaches Jim Busey, Jack Harris, Frankie Miller, Andrew Station, and Graham Hart, your varsity boys state championship lacrosse team.
Slater, back up. Slater, back up, dude.
Next, the varsity wrestling team. Love secured both the 2022 Team Duel and State Traditional Championships in 2A, which have not been done since 2003. Love it finished with 13 state qualifiers, 7 state finalists, 3 state runner-ups, and 4 state champions. Members of that team consist of Garrett Rossel, William LeCompte, Ben Bresnahan, Parker Coy, 2-time state champion, Luke Graham, William Stimmel, state runner-up, John Goodsell,
How about now?
Jack Egan, Alex Hyman, state runner-up, Nick Moffitt, state runner-up, Adam Hall, Aiden Kaufman, Thomas Robinson, Logan Lutz, Chase Herbert, Christian Bell, state champion, Jake Kennedy, Devin Gupta, champion, Chris Nance, state champion, Connor Connolly, Charlie Harlan, Ian Horan, Maddox Gerald, Walker Greentree, Kieran Boland, Matthew Hugh, and Nick DiNapoli. Head coach Billy Maldonado, assistant coach Xavier Reeves, Kip Thompson, Jerry Goldstein, trainers Beth Garrett, and Sean Del Favero. State championship wrestling team. Stick around for a performance from your varsity cheerleaders.
He's going. I'm going to move camera 3, see if I get a better signal. This signal's kind of crappy. I'm going to move it down here.
We are ready.
Huh?
Tick, tick, boom. Who bringing the noise? Go, baby, we bringing our toys. Separate men from the boys. Chopper be singing, she'll be on the voice. Bang, bang, we gon' ride out. Gang, gang, we don't die out. Want it like this, ain't no timeouts. Tell me who really gon' find out. Rowdy, we get rowdy, rowdy. Rowdy, we get rowdy, rowdy. We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go ape, going beast.
You never say hey or remember my name, and it's probably cause you think you're cooler than me. You got your highbrow shoes on your feet, and you wear them around.
Now go. Stop. Drop. Pause. Now go. Stop. Drop. Pause. Oh, look at that girl, she's like, ah. Look at that girl, she's like, oh. Look at that girl, she's like, ah. Look at that girl, she's like, look. I got what you need to get you hooked. I'll steal your heart, I'm a crook. One Friday night, I'm sorry, I'm booked, Brooke. María y la amiga de ella, tan rica en la cama no juegan. Explotan y dicen, pause. Now go. Stop. Drop. Pause.
You get a picture, I'm a rockin' my fame. To be what you is, you gotta be what you are. Only thing I'm missing is a black guitar. I'm a rock star. Hey baby, I'm a rock star. Hey baby, big city, bright lights, sleep all day, long night. Baby, I'm a rock star. Hey baby, I'm a rock star. Hey baby, it's big city, bright lights, sleep all day, long nights. Baby, I'm a, oh baby, I'm a, oh baby.
But that you tell me when you're ready. Yes, I'll be your girl, forever your lady. You ain't never gotta worry, I'm down for you, baby. Best believe that when you need that, I'll provide that. You will always have it. I'll be on deck, keep it in check. When you need that, I'ma let you have it.
Beats in the drum like dum diddy day. I wanna hear you calling my name like hey mama, mama, hey mama, mama. Banging the drum like dum diddy day. I know you want it in the worst way. I wanna hear you calling my name like hey mama, mama, hey mama, mama.
Make some noise for your varsity cheerleading team.
chemistry is good together, man. They got a big three now. No, I wouldn't call it a big three, but you get what I'm saying? Like,
they have 3 really good players that could do something. Given the opportunity, they can make some plays.
Back for the second half of week 6, Fellowship Christian at Lovett. Fellowship Christian, they lead by a touchdown as here's some trickery from the referees. Everybody will flip sides. Fellowship Christian gets the ball to start the second half. I'm up here again once for another halftime. It's Jalen Turner.
Thank you for having me again.
Lions getting set to boot it away. Connor DeVinny will tee it up at the 40. Referees having a pretty thrilling conversation at the 50-yard line. They've been there for about 10 minutes.
All right, let's get the second quarter started. 20 seconds left.
All right, so now DeVinny is handed the ball as he will tee it up. And the right leg of Connor DeVinny will start the second half. Lions down by a touchdown as they had a field goal kind of in the mid-sections of the second quarter. And here's a good view of the field with Aiden Kaufman's drone.
AKA the drone man.
They say that. DeVinny with a low line driving kick that will be taken right at the goal line. and he will get it up to the 25-yard line before he goes down.
Flag thrown by the ref. Let's see what it is.
Tackle made by 45, Brooks Marshall.
Number 83 on the return. Flag on the play.
There is a flag on the play, like my partner said.
Flag is a legal block in the back by the return team.
Illegal block
Play
in the
resumes,
back
first down, Paladins.
by Fellowship Christian. And they will move back, so that'll help the Lions offense to start this second half. First and 10. Paladins start at the 19. Here's a give to CJ Givers. A give to Givers. Noah Claxton pushed back. He almost took down a referee on his way.
CJ Givers on the carry. Tackle by number 35, Anderson Beaver.
Tackle made by Anderson Beaver.
Second down, Paladins.
And it'll be a second down for the Paladins. After about a gain of 1. McKickle looks to throw. Moves to the left side. A good sidearm thrown completion. Pass caught by Josh Milholland.
That was a hard hit by number 8 for Love. He's definitely going to feel that tomorrow.
Milholland forced out of bounds by number 8, Luke Wallace.
Luke Wallace forced Milholland out of bounds.
First down, Paladins.
But he got enough to pick up the first down, and he gets to the 34. 2 receivers to the far sideline as McKickle will toss a sweep to his fullback, Nick Persiano.
McMickle pitches to number 24. Nick Persiano. Tackle on the play.
Persiano gets to the 49.
First down,
he picks up 11 for a first. And so the first down runs and plays for Fellowship working in their favor. They have a lot of 2nd and 4, 2nd and 2, 1st and 10 after their first down play. Here's another run, that one not with the same luck. Nick Persano with the sweep again.
Not much there. That's going to go into the second down.
Yeah, Colin Carroll, Hayden Bernard, Christian Bell, a bunch of Navy shirts that were around.
Colin Carroll on the tackle.
You know,
tackle, Nick Persano.
They ran that same play during the second quarter. It did not work.
Yeah,
the same thing happened.
Lions line and linebackers have been pretty well in reading the run game and reading McMickle and his backs. Persiano lines up as a receiver now. McMickle fakes to his fullback, now fires and off the hands.
Incomplete pass.
Off the hands of his wide receiver, Evan Hayes. Christopher Fielden with good tight coverage on that play, and that brings up a 3rd and 11 for Fellowship Christian.
12, Christopher Fielden on the coverage.
Pretty good throw. He kind of
brings up 3rd down.
Threw a fastball on that play and just kind of off the hands, helped by Fielden's good coverage. Here's another look with Aiden Kaufman's drone. Good bird's eye view as
a timeout has been called in game.
Fellowship will call a timeout. Dobbins is loving that.
Right now, it's looking good. We're starting off the second quarter, the second half really well defensively, really aggressive, great timings. I don't know what coach says to them, but right now it's going all. They're going all in.
The defense has looked pretty good so far in the second half. So they'll look over the game plan with Coach Greer, the defensive coordinator. There's a pretty in-close shot. Greer giving them a game plan to execute on a 3rd and 11. Third and 11 from the 48. Offset eye. They fake the handoff. McKickle rolls to his left. Now he's going to fire. Pass looked like that was complete.
I believe it was.
And it was. Got his foot in bounds.
I'm not going to lie to you. They faked me. I thought the ball was going right in the middle.
Clay Shepler with the catch and first down. Here's a replay. Bootleg for McKickle. Narrating traffic and fits it in there to Clay Shepler. Talon Fret on coverage. 1st and 10 from the 41. Lions send 3 as here's a run for a Persiano. He will pick up 10 and a little bit more, maybe a gain of 12 or 13. That'll be a first down. And so another big 1st and 10 run for the Paladins.
Fellow Christianship, their team is mainly a lot of fake runs left and right, and honestly, it's working really well.
Yeah, they've got kind of RPO-ish plays, run pass option. They really work the play action. As here's a run, Persiano gets about 4. They like to play action. They kind of hand it off a pretty good amount. And then on those 3rd and 11, this scenario here, kind of second and 7, 2nd and 6, fake the run, play action, go with the pass. And it usually ends up in a first down. Second and 7. Ball to 26. 8 minutes left in the 3rd quarter as here's a run.
They tried to run it right through our defense, not working this time.
Yeah, that was good. Good run defense from the Lions. We've seen that a lot, haven't we?
Yeah. But I think we've seen it a lot, but there are cases where I've said before, they do a lot of fake plays, a lot of fake left, a lot of fake rights, and then it's just a quarterback riding the back.
Defensive line and linebackers have read the run pretty well so far today. CJ Givens has 50 rushing yards, but that's on 12 attempts. So just 3.4 yards per run, which is pretty good. Here's another play action. This pass is caught in a first down. Got it to his tight end, Sam Albee. That's his first catch of the day.
Right now, number 12 for Lovett? It wasn't big enough to take him down. Sometimes you just like that in football.
First and 10.
And they run it again.
And here's another run.
Got knocked right to his butt.
Another good run defense. Got maybe back to the line of scrimmage at the 17. Sam Franco on the tackle. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Play action. Rolling to his left, McKickle. He will throw to the end zone and incomplete over the head of his intended target. and that will bring up a 3rd down.
Right now, they're going to talk it over in the little huddle they've been doing all game. Let's see what they call next.
What do you think they go with? Run, pass? What do you see?
Honestly, right now, their runs haven't been the best. I believe they should pass it.
Certainly been pretty effective through the air.
Yeah, their passes have been best.
They
but
do
they
run it. About to pick up a 5. So that will bring on the field goal team.
What we saw earlier, I do believe their kicker should be able to make this.
They go quick. They keep the offense on it in the I formation. Here's a bold call, big call, and looks like somebody jumped off sides. They didn't call it. Lions might have called a break there. Somebody called a timeout. Kind of running a freeze. They didn't really have a play. Yeah, they were calling a freeze, just trying to jump offside. They might have had to jump. I think we might get a replay on that. We'll send it down to a sideline for another interview.
Hi guys, we're with our Ultras, Mason and AT today at the Riverbank. Can you guys tell us what made you guys want to become a Love It Ultra?
You know, I've done sports out my whole Love It career, and just recently I've stopped, but I still love the spirit, and you know, I love watching sports, so that really was just what made me want to become Ultra.
I agree with everything AT said. Being an athlete out on the field, it's so important to have a good student section, really hype and cheering for the home team, and yeah.
Can we have a Go Lions?
Let's go Lions!
Yeah, let's go Lions,
let's go, boys.
baby!
Another good interview from the Ultras. Field goal attempt. Snap spot, kick away, and it is good. Fellowship Christian goes up by 10. It's 13-3 as they drive the length of the field, but 13 yards short of 6 points. They settle for a field goal. So the Lions were down 10-0. Then they got the field goal to get it back to a one-score game, and Fellowship Christian responds, and it's back to a 10-point game.
Honestly, it's looking real good for Love It right now. They did hit the field goal, but with our defense, I do think our offense will be able to equally play as much aggressiveness as our defense, if not better. And what we want is better.
Agreed. Fellowship Christian ready to kick it away once more. Coach Chow getting the crowd riled up with her cheerleaders. Nathan Chapman boots it away. Spiraling kick will be taken by Christopher Fielden. Trying to find the block of Anderson Beaver, and Christopher Fielden will get to the 25-yard line. And that's where the Lions offense are set to get back out there. Looking for some more points. That would be nice. Drive that they scored at field goal. It was a pretty good drive. And they went length of the field from where they are about now. Got it down, 1st and goal, but couldn't convert. Jen, is there anything in particular you want to see from the Lions offense this drive? Any changes or kind of keep the strategy the same?
Honestly, want to see more haymakers, longer passes to see if we could really get out there and run close to the midfield or to their end. Because as you said earlier, a lot of our passes are short, but that was a good one.
Yeah, there you go. There's your quick passes. There's Dylan Mayers on a quick slant. I'll pick up a first down on the first play of the drive. Yeah, I mean, I'm on your page when you talk about the offense. Here's your replay. Quick slant right behind the defender of C.J. Givers. Finds Mayers in stride. Good pass by Lusink. I think just a broadening the offensive game plan. More throws. Lusink looks to throw it again. Here's one deep down the field, almost intercepted.
That would have been a perfect pass if – did I say that right? That would have been a perfect play if passed right. Let me fix it. Because he was wide open for the run all the way down to the touchdown.
Yeah, he was. I mean, a little underthrown. He was on the move, so it was a tough throw. Kyle Elphick had a look at a pick. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Preston Lusink went 7 for 14 with 82 yards in the first half. He had 93 yards through the air all game last week. See a shifting game plan. Here's one high and incomplete. Looked for Dylan Mayers and couldn't find him.
That was a good pass. Okay, maybe not.
Mayers was open. Here's a replay. Could have gone with a screen. He had trips. Mayers broke open and just overshot him.
Sorry, from my view, I thought it was a good pass. Looking at the replay, no.
Same format. Lusink just gets it off. He saves a huge loss. That was a good read from Preston Lusink.
That was a nice catch by Khalil Towns.
Yeah, Khalil Towns with the catch, and he went back for a loss. Lions offense in and off the field in a blink of an eye. And it'll be 4th down.
See, we're making good plays. It's just the execution right now.
Another punt from Deviney. This one splits the two return men for the Paladins, and it will roll for a good bit till it is tapped down. Fellowship Christian will start with it at the 24-yard line, up by 10. So they look to expand that lead. They went about 75, 80 yards last drive, kicked a field goal. First play, handoff, Persiano. Saw first looks of him last drive. So probably wonder, as I am, where C.J. Givers is. We saw him on the defensive side last drive.
As we see the replay, went right through our defense, but I do believe it was a good fake on their team.
A Lion hurt on the field. But he gets up quickly and walks off on his own. That's Hayden Bernard.
Thank God he's okay, or at least we believe he's okay. Lovett has already had enough injuries as it is. We don't want to see no one else injured on our team or on their team.
Fellowship Christian will have 2nd and 2 after the run by Nick Persiano got 8. McMickle hands it off to his running back, and he will pick up a first. Still no signs of C.J. Givers.
I think he's hurt.
I don't know what the deal is. I saw him in his linebacker last possession on defense. Just haven't seen him as their running back on offense. McMickle hands it off. And again, it's the workhorse of the second half, Nick Persiano. He will just try to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
That was a battle there in the pits.
Yeah, Michael Dollar was the last to get up, so you can only guess he was in there on the tackle. He's had a pretty good night. He had 3.5 tackles in the first half. Colin Carroll leads the team with 7 in the first half. He's been excellent. Out route, pass caught. Evan Haynes.
With just 1 minute and 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Christian, what is it? Fellowship Christian is going to try to get another touchdown. We're going to see what happens here. They've been stumbling a little bit, which is a good thing because we do not want to get no touchdowns.
It'll be a 3rd and 1 from the Paladin 46. 10 on the play clock. McMickle under center as he usually is. Hands it off. Persiano stumbles, but he gets to first. Up in the Lions territory. And a fresh set of downs.
He really went around our entire defense, didn't he?
Looked like it. It'll be 1st and 10. McMickle under center again, and they are just
running right through our defense,
letting the run game flow. It'll be another 1st down.
Right now I'm getting a little deja vu from the first quarter. We're making the same mistakes we did when we let them get an easy touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, they're just letting the run game go. Credit to Lions defensive line and their linebackers. It hasn't all been like that. A lot of run plays have been stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Here's another run. This time, there goes C.J. Givers. First signs of him in the second half and at running back. And he'll get about 5. So that will take us to the 4th quarter. 36 gone, 12 remain here in week 6. And the Lions being threatened on defense. Fellowship Christian are driving, and we will send it down to a sideline for another interview.
Hi guys, we're with our seniors here today at the Riverbank. Can you guys tell us your name and what sports you play?
I'm Julian Ferris, I play lacrosse. I'm Brooke Super, I also play lacrosse. I'm Jack Egan, and I wrestle.
And Mason Ball and I play lacrosse.
Are you guys looking forward to your senior season?
You know, we just won 2 rings last year, and we have a really good team this year, and I'm really excited for what we can do, and hopefully we can go back-to-back. So
Same with them. We won our ring last year. We went 22-0. We had a great season, and we're trying to do it again this season. We're trying to get another ring, and we're really looking forward to it. Can't wait for the season to come around.
That's right. I'm excited to spend the lacrosse season with these boys and cheer on Jack Egan over there at Wrestle.
Same here. I didn't play last season, so I didn't win a ring, but this season we're about to win a ring for lacrosse. So.
Can we get a loud "Go Lions"?
Go Lions! Go Lions!
All those guys awarded their very hard-earned rings as they look for another ring this season. Back to the field. It's 2nd and 5 from the 28. The last 12 minutes of game time linger here as another good view from our drone. Offset I formation, tight end in motion. They hand it off. Here's CJ Givers. Throws a stiff arm to Talon Fret, and he gets close to the first down line. We'll see where the spot is. It looks like the chains are moving, and there they go. It's a first down.
We got to do something here. This is our last chance to win the game. Philip Christian talking in a little huddle right there. Let's see what they do next. Are they going to run it or pass it?
What you don't want to do is make this a 3-possession game. That would be
Flag
by
game.
way of a fellowship touchdown, as there is laundry on the field.
A flag has been thrown by the ref. Let's see what it is.
False start on the offense, so that'll move them back 5.
I bet their coach didn't like that.
First and 15 after the penalty. McMickle comes back to his huddle after meeting with his coach. Play fake. Here's one towards the end zone, overthrown and incomplete. Lockdown coverage by fielder Odegaard.
Great defense. Great defense.
Yeah, McMickle never had a chance. Odegaard was right on him. He started with a little out route, as you can see, right there. Broke for the sideline and then turned it upfield. Odegaard read it the whole way.
Pushed around it right to the out-of-bounds side. He had no way of catching that.
As a defender, you've kind of got 2 guys on your side. Obviously yourself, but then the sideline is your friend as well. And fielder used it in his best way. 2nd and 15. Here's a handoff to Persiano again. He'll pick up about 8 or 9 on a good 2nd down run, and that'll bring up a much more manageable 3rd down. Hayden Bernard on the tackle, so he's back in the game. And a 3rd down coming now.
Fellowship Christian will be right back where they were before the penalty. Let's see what they were going to do from the start.
Here comes a 3rd and 6. McMickle looks to throw. He's got a receiver wide open, and he hits him. No Navy shirts around him. Pass caught by Evan Haynes. He's been a busy man in the air game. And look at this. I mean, Haynes was open from the start. You can't really see him there, but right there, wide open. Beaver on nice recovery. And they'll have it 1st and goal. Lions looking for a goal line stand. Here's the give. And he is in for the touchdown. Fellowship Christian strikes with 6. A rushing touchdown for the Paladins.
I got to give credit where credit's due. I don't know what kind of plays they're making, but they're working.
Yeah, Fellowship has blown this game open. (24) Nick Persiano. He's been busy in this second half, and he punches it home for 6. And the extra point is a fake. Might have been a bad snap. He's going to try to get to the edge, and he'll get it.
Oh, my gosh.
Maybe a surprise 2-point conversion. Definitely surprising for the Lions, but maybe surprising for Fellowship Christian as well. Might have been a bad snap or a design play fake. Replay, and it was a bad snap. Holder kept it. And he took it all the way. 21-3 at the Riverbank. Fellowship Christian has blown this game open with the touchdown and 2-point conversion. Bad snap, and then
that was a smart play by 83.
Nathan Chapman gave up on the kick with Clay Shepler, the placeholder.
That was a great read by
taking
him.
it back, yeah. Got the edge, and he was in for 2 points. 28-3, 9:30 left in the ball game.
As you can see in the cam, our Love It cheerleaders and one of our student presidents, Ann Thomas, in the Captain America suit. She's really rocking that suit right there. Nine minutes, 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Let's see if Love It can do something good.
Chapman boots it away. Return man is Christopher Fielden. Trying to find some blocks to the near sideline. He'll cut it back. And still working past the 30-yard line. And it basically takes their entire team to take him down. So good hard run from Christopher Fielden. We'll see where the spot is. They might have whistled it dead before he fully went down. James Burrell credited for the tackle on Christopher Fielden. And the ball will be spotted at the 37-yard line. Desperation times for the Lions on offense, in dire need of a touchdown. They've got a field goal so far in this game. They had 13 points last week, 30 in the week before that. Offense has just kind of struggled.
Struggled all game since the start to now.
Lusink looks to throw. He's going to go deep. Looking for Luke Wallace, incomplete. Almost picked off
by number 8, Jonathan Grandy. He read it well, came out of nowhere, messed with the ball in midair.
Here's your replay. Lusink steps up, threw a pretty good ball. Grandy came in, swatted it away. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 10. Lusink looks to throw. Stepping out of pressure as he will get it off and lands on the track incomplete.
Right now, it's not looking too good, folks. Offense doesn't look like they know what they really want to do, but also Fellowship Christian their defense is really good right now. If Lovett's going to score, they're going to score off hard work and determination. It's not going to be easy peasy score.
Lusink looks to throw. 3rd and 10. Pass is caught. Luke Wallace trying to make a play. Stops on a dime, but he gets the first down. Good playmaking by Luke Wallace. A run after catch awards the Lions a first down. Colby Scott, credited for the tackle for Fellowship. Gave 14, a pretty good stiff arm did Luke Wallace.
Them stiff arms seem like they hurt.
Lusink dancing in the pocket. Now he's got to run. Avoids a face mask. There comes a flag. That's got to be the call. Lusink still on his feet as he dances around. There's a flag. That's got to be unnecessary roughness. Late hit. I mean, Fellowship Christian just did basically everything illegal you can do in one play.
And they're up, which means they're aggressive.
Here's a replay. There was one as Lusink got out of almost a face mask and then coming to the sideline, past the 45, and right here comes 11. I mean, that is so late. I mean, he's a good 3-4 steps. And then he comes in and hits him with a forearm. And then a flag quickly comes in. Face mask the call. And referee giving sign for the second one. Both flags will be assessed after the run, I assume. So there's the first one. You see that face mask there as Lusink got out of it. There goes the first flag. And then we've showed it to you a couple times before. Out of bounds, and then a forearm to the elbow brings in the second one. Referee's trying to figure out where the spot will be. As they move way up after assessing the penalties. They're assessed after the run was completed. Ball spot at the 15, and that will bring the Lions into red zone.
They cannot mess this up. This is it.
They've kind of struggled all season in the red zone. 2 for 11 when converting in touchdowns.
Right here is a giver. It's first down.
Empty backfield as Towns is the motion man. Lusink looks to throw. End zone wide open is Luke Wallace for the touchdown. A perfect throw from Preston Lusink, and he finds his wide receiver, Luke Wallace. With nobody around him, he beat his man, and the safety didn't come over and help. And it's 6 for the Lions.
We've been waiting for that all night, Thomas.
We really have. There's Luke Wallace on the near end. Lusink throws a strike. Wallace beat his man. Not very good coverage by Sawyer Stock, the DB from Fellowship. And so it's 6 for the Lions, and there's always a chance. Snap spot. DeVinny's kick is good. Right through the uprights. And it is 10-21. Fellowship Christian up by 11. And DeVinny, after kicking the field goal, will boot it off. Otters Chicken Player of the Week. It smells like free chicken as the Lovett softball team are led by junior outfielder Anna Gore against Pace, North Cobb, and Mount Zion this past week. Anna brought to the plate a .629 batting average. Wow. The team's power hitter paces the lines in hits, RBIs, and home runs. Anna, we hope you enjoy your free meal from Otters Chicken. Congratulations, you are Lovett's Athlete of the Week. .629 batting average. That is really good.
I don't even know what to say about that.
It's good.
That is amazing. But that touchdown right there, that should boost our team's morale to really want to win this game. You know, there's only 8 minutes and 30 seconds left. If our defense does what it's supposed to do, we can win this game. Or at least tie it.
Yeah, so there was the replay. Lusink to Wallace. Wallace ran a go route, and he beat his man right off the gun. He was found wide open in the end zone. DeVinny to kick it away. You'll wonder if he'll does his little pooch. And he'll give it a full leg. Return man muffed it. Picks it back up at the 10. Looking for some blockers, and play made. And the return stopped.
That is right at 20 yards of him, all right?
Colin Carroll with the tackle. He's had a huge night. He had 7 tackles going into the first half, so he can at least add 1. There's the muff. Picks it back up, so no worries there on a turnover standpoint. And Carroll came flying in, gave him an ankle tackle. Need a turnover. Haven't had any so far today. 1st and 10 from the 20. Hand off to C.J. Givers. Running with his blockers as he will pick up about 12. A first down for Givers and Fellowship. Already moving the chains. The clock will stop momentarily from the first down pickup with 8:09 and counting.
Right now, their runs have been overall. Their runs have been really good. It's hard to really stop Fellowship Christian Academy from what I've seen so far.
After a pickup of 13 through the ground game, here's McMickle running it again.
Runs
to Givers, got tripped up. Hayden Bernard comes up from the tackle. We have 2nd down for the Paladins. Second and 4. At the 39 now. Handoff Givers. Had him in the backfield, but he escaped. Out of bounds. Luke Wallace kind of pushed him out. And he will be credited for the tackle. Ball will be spotted 2 yards short of the first. And that's where they will have 3rd down. You really want to hold him here.
They're going to the little huddles right now. Let's see what they come up with.
It'll be a big 3rd and 2.
You think they're going to pass or they're going to run it?
I think they're going to run it. I mean, no reason for them. Well, I don't want to say for no reason for them not to, but they've just been running it all second half. Here's a sweep. Near sideline, he's going to pick up some blockers. He'll pick up the 1st down. Past the 50-yard line, but hold on as here's a flag. Hoping for some kind of illegal block, holding, or whatever. You know, relatively anything on the offense to set them back. And Lions might have just gotten a break. Let's watch the replay here. Here's a sweep. Clean block there. That might have been a hold. Holding on the offense will be the call. So now they'll see a 3rd and 8 instead of 3rd and 2. Here we go. 3rd and 8 from the 35. McMickle rolls, far sideline, pass caught.
And that was a good play.
Josh Milholland with the reception and a first down for Fellowship Christian. And the Paladins pick up 14 and a first.
So that penalty, which really was a mercy call for the refs, was for nothing. But there's 6 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. We can do this. But it's definitely gonna take some time.
6:05 left, 1st and 10. Fellowship might have jumped. Definitely jumped. Be a false start, setting back 5. Clear as day. Sam Albee, the tight end. He's been in motion pretty much all game. That'll set him back 5. 1st and 15. Fellowship only had 2 penalties in the first half. Here's a run. Good defense from the Lions. Hold them to relatively nothing. Another flag. This one stands at the 50. So we'll see what the call is this time. A lot of flags going on in this late 4th. Face mask on the defense. That will give Fellowship a first down, and that'll bring them all the way to the 44-yard line. 5:45 left in this game. So now it's 1st and 10 from the 44. McMickle hands it off.
He tried to go right through everyone. No, he got pushed back.
Nick Persiano on the carry, and like Jalen said, he didn't get anything. Christian Bell with a little tackle there. Right curve, right on by the offensive line. And I'm able to make the tackle. Just kind of shot 90 degrees. Right off the snap. And he read that the whole way. Here's a give, Persiano.
They're going to run it again. Ran through our defense a little bit, but we got him. What do you think is going on inside the minds of Lovett right now on defensive end on the field?
golly, they keep running the ball. That's
a good thought.
I mean, that's all they've been doing. In this second half, it's worked. They picked up another first down, and they just can't seem to really hold them.
As I said before, it's a lot of fake plays left and right, and I think it's really hitting our team right now. As that play right
Nice play
there.
made by the Lions line.
Christian didn't go anywhere. Fellowship Christian didn't go anywhere.
No, Claxton got in there. Bernard and Claxton will be credited both with a half a tackle. I'll bring up 2nd and 9. Fresh legs for Fellowship as they get a quick substitution. 5 seconds left on the play clock, hurrying to the line. That's really close to the zeros as they'll flip it
right
to
through,
CJ Givers.
right
Givers
through,
inside the
right
10,
through, right there.
inside the 5.
Oh, God.
Touchdown.
Touchdown for Fellowship. Oh, my God.
There's a flag on the play, so just hold on. Right there. Let's go back. Look at the replay. Look at that hold. He held him for about 80. Oh, my goodness. That'll erase the touchdown.
For Fellowship Christian, they're going to have to start that play all over again. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully Lovett defensive end can make a adjustment to what just happened.
I'll repeat 2nd down. From the 35. Sweep to Givers. Givers trying to follow a block.
You saw how he tackled his own teammate right there?
He what?
He tackled his own teammate.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It'll be 3rd down for the Paladins. 2:50 and counting left here at the Riverbank in a 21-10 game. Fellowship Christian looking to go 2-2. Lions on track to fall to 2-3. Here's another handoff. This time Nick Persiano. He won't pick up the first.
Did about the same play they did the last time. Didn't work again. Timeout, Bow Lovett.
So Lovett calls timeout to hold the clock at 2:20. Ball spotted at the 29. That's 39. It'll be about a 45-yard field goal if they elect to do that. So that's a little lengthy. Might elect to punt and pin the Lions. Try to get them as close as they can to the goal line. We'll see what the Paladins bring out on a 4th and 5, or they might go forward and pick up the first and try to milk the clock and end the game.
Honestly, with how aggressive Fellowship Christian is, I think they're just going to go for it. They haven't seemed to slow down at all, especially with the amount of aggressive flags they've went on and get.
So here comes the offense led by Caleb McMickle. And they will try to pick up the first on a 4th and 5 from the 29. Nick Persiano in the backfield, one receiver to the far sideline. They fake it. They look to him. Pass is complete. And they convert on the 4th down. Clock will temporarily stop from the 1st down pickup, but it'll get moving once everybody kind of gets set. Here's a replay. Play action pass and just a short curl route, and he zipped it to his man. Threw a fastball for the 1st down. .150 left in week 6. Back to Persiano as he goes up the middle. And a flag on the play. Looks like this one will go against Fellowship Christian. I'll move him back a couple. We'll be holding on the offense. It'll be 1st down for the Paladins as they're moved back.
And Fellowship goes to a little huddle again. Talk about a play they should make. Let's see what they do.
1st and about 21. Here's a sweep.
They're going to run it.
Persiano.
They end up to where they were just at before the flag.
Yeah, it gets just shy of the original line of scrimmage, which will bring up a 2nd and long. .136 on the game clock. .9:49 the local time, Friday, September the 23rd. 2nd and 15. Here's a run. CJ Givers will take it up the middle. I want to promote homecoming coming up in just short time on Friday, October the 7th. Be sure to catch your lines in action for homecoming. The football team will be facing off against Stockbridge, 7:30 p.m. normal time. We look forward to bringing you live coverage. Homecoming court during halftime of the game. Reunions for graduating class ending in 3 and 8 are on the docket. So be on the lookout for information regarding your class reunion. And we hope to see you back on the riverbank for an early October matchup. That'll be October 7th, Friday, against Stockbridge at 7:30 p.m.
How do you think that game's going to go?
Well, it's going to be fun regardless of how it goes. Homecoming, it's always an exciting week for the players and for the coaches and all the students here, and especially the seniors. Last homecoming. And speaking of promoting games, I want to promote next week's game. Just a reminder, Lovett will be traveling over an hour south on I-75 next week to take on the Lions of Luella. So a cat battle. If you can't attend in person, we hope you tune in to watch your Lions on the Lovett Network. Please check Twitter for details. No matter where we play, be sure to come out, support, and be involved with Lovett Athletics. So that's next week, and then in the week or weeks following, got homecoming. So 2 pretty good games coming up. Luella and then Stockbridge. 3rd and 8. McMickle on the keeper will try to get it out of bounds. Colin Carroll in the backfield. He's been pretty much everywhere. He's had a great night. I'll bring up a 4th down. Lions and Fellowship both with 1 timeout, remaining with 1:18 left. And on a 4th and 8, Paladins will look to convert. Handoff, CJ Givers, and the Lions don't let him get the first down. Last minute and last second heart shown by the Lions defense. That was a great play.
That was a great defense. They didn't back down, real strong. Kept them at his tracks, put them straight to the ground.
Yeah, Christopher Fielden kind of blew that play up. He had a lane, and then Fielden popped off his block and got him by the ankles, and Lions will get the ball with 1:11 left. Lusink looks to pass. Flag on the play. He will tuck, keep, and run out of bounds. Flag lies on the 15. It'll be Dylan Mayers. Dylan Mayers in at quarterback. I apologize.
There'll be a flag on holding for, I believe, Lovett.
Play resumes, and we will repeat 1st down. It'll be a 1st of 15 after the 5-yard loss. Back to the 12-yard line. Mayer's working out relatively of his own end zone. He'll look to pass, dump it off to Khalil Towns. Town gets a good block. Move to the far sideline, and he will not get out of bounds. Gets up to about the 14-yard line.
Khalil hasn't ran much during the second half, has he?
No, I was going to bring that up. Thank you. No, he really hasn't. Offensive game plan has been more in the air. As here's Mayers looking to throw, and he'll get Ridley Richard.
And that was a tackle right as he caught it.
30 seconds left in week 6. Mayers and the Lions will see a 3rd and 7.
Ooh, nice
running
spin
out of
around.
a sack.
And
give Persiano a stiff arm. He will go down. And there will be a timeout.
Great dodge by him. Great dodge.
$12 seconds left on the game clock. Timeout called. Lions will see a 4th and 8.
What are you thinking, Thomas? What do you think the best action is right now?
I mean, who knows? Punt, just in the game. Go to next week. Go to Luella, turn around, and
focus on homecoming.
Yeah, focus on a new week, get a new game plan.
We've seen what we need to fix for today. Our defensive end has gotten exploited too easy by Fellowship Christian, and I think coach is going to fix that.
Yeah, because defense been relatively good all year.
Yeah.
4th and 8. Lions looking to convert. Mayers, great pass. Luke Wallace on the reception. It'll be a 1st down for the Lions, out of bounds. That's 5 seconds left. And a first down, but a flag. There's been about 80 flags this quarter. It's unbelievable.
The amount of flags they've thrown in the fourth quarter alone is...
Yeah, I mean, there's been a flag on, like, every play. This time it's unnecessary roughness. That'll give...
The refs must be getting paid overtime, huh?
Lovett. I'll give Lovett some extra yards from the spot where the play ended, from where Wallace went out of bounds. 5 seconds left, and this most likely will be the final play of the game. Mayers sacked.
Yep.
The horn sounds. The ball game is over. Fellowship Christian comes into the riverbank and hands Lovett a loss.
You know, this wasn't that bad. Still early. We know what we need to fix. We know what we need to fix, and Coach is going to make sure they get fixed. You know, our defensive lineman had a few holes in it. It's going to get done. You know, Coach is going to take care of it, and it's going to be a better game next week.
21-10 the final as they go to the 50-yard line. They shake hands. Zeros on the clock. Horn has sounded. Just kind of recapping the game, just kind of post-thought minds. Ran through the ball a lot more. Lusink had 83 passing yards at halftime. They were throwing it more and more in the second half. Just couldn't get the offense kind of anything stable. Khalil Towns wasn't really brought into the offensive action, had a lot of screens to him. But in the second half, not much for Towns. He's been the center spot for the offense in the last couple of weeks in the games that he won. GAC, they kept it close. Fellowship Christian had 33 minutes on offense for time possession. Lovett 15. So that'll tell the story. 32-54 for Fellowship. 15:06 for Lovett. Penalties. Fellowship had 10 penalties for 121 yards. They put 21 points on us.
Oh, wow.
We had just 4 penalties. All right, final stats. Khalil Towns rushing had just 5 attempts, 11 yards. Preston Lusink, 11 for 22, 125 passing yards, so a pretty good game from him. A touchdown, his first passing touchdown of the season. And it was Colin Carroll who had a defensive masterclass, 15 total tackles, 3 tackles for loss. Well-played game by Colin Carroll. And it was Dylan Mayers, the receiving yards leader. The receptions, 49 yards, but Khalil Towns had 5 receptions, only 36. So there you go. Those are the final stats. Nick Persiano had 129 rushing yards. That all came in the second half. Givens had 22 for 99. They ran the ball 44 times. And Lovett falls 21-10. Total offense, 361 for Fellowship Christian. You can have that for Lovett, 157. Fellowship had 65 plays on offense compared to Lovett's 40. And that will do it. Signing off here, Friday, September 23rd. Lions fall 21-0. I'm in the booth. Thomas Brown, Jalen Turner. Thank you for tuning in. We will hope to see you next week as the Lions go down south to face Luella.
We'll see you then.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
On Lions sports coverage of Love It Athletics is brought to you by the Beery Cummings Group of Dorsey Austin Realtors, Fate Point Advisors, and by Montag Wealth Management.